Hey everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel. My name is Emma Casey and I hope you're all doing well. So today I thought I'd share with you some of my completed pieces that I completed over the past 6 years. Now I know there's some new people to the channel, so I thought it'd be nice to sort of show you all the things that I have worked on over the past 6 years. I started diamond painting in 2018 and I haven't stopped since, and it's been one of the best things I've ever done. And I will do a whip and chat one day talking about that and, how I come to find diamond painting and things like that. But as I was going through stuff that I want to put in my loft forever, I wanted to get them out. Obviously, I've got some whips here as well. So what you see here, these are the first things I got out of the box. So I've got quite a few. So grab a cup of tea or a coffee or your favourite drink and we'll sit down and we'll have a look at all these diamond paintings. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably film this in bits and put it together. So the first one I have, so I'm going to talk about some of the companies that I used to work with as well. So I used to work with a company called Prism Diamond Painting. I have heard that they have closed down now, but they were one of the first companies I worked with, and I did this sort of alphabet collection. And this was like E, the letter E. I haven't really got far with it. This is I lost the cover, so I just stuck this cover over it, and it is quite sort of noisy, so I try not to move it around too much. But yeah, I had a letter for for all of the alphabet, and I had all different designs and things like that. So I thought I'd share with you something I had in the past. There's that one. Sorry about the noise. So for me, I do start a lot of diamond paintings and things like that. So I do have a lot of whips, but this is one of them. This super cute dragon. So this is a Sarah Richer one. I have done a few art pieces from Sarah Richer, and this super cute dragon sitting on a skull. And what I decided I wanted to do was do all the 310 around the edge, because there is a lot of 310 around here. And this has only 43 colours, and I did add some crystals. I don't think this comes with crystals, but I added crystals on this. So this is a couple of years old. This, I haven't brought a Diamond Art Club in a really long time, but this is when the backing was like really nice and soft and felt. So it's quite a big one as well. So this is a 70 by 88. By the way, I do apologise if you could hear my son. It's in the evening and he's on his computer talking to his friends, so I do apologise if you hear noises. So we've got a lot here. I've just felt a drill come off of one of the diamond paintings, but never mind. So, obviously I'm storing them because, I don't want to part with them. And, I want to share with you some of the work I did over the, in the past with other companies that I worked with as well. So there's this one. Now, these were loosely rolled up, but they were rolled around. So my advice is, if you ever want to store diamond paintings, roll them out with the drills out and nice and loosely, when you're doing it, so that the drills don't pop off. So what I did was I rolled the drill, I rolled a diamond painting in the diamond painting. So yeah, that's how I do it. So this one is called Glowing Skulls. Now, some of these are images that I still have, and obviously I'd like to license with other companies, but these are some of my old images now. So this is called Glowing Skulls, and this was from Prism Diamond Painting as well. So Prism Diamond Painting was a poured glue, it had poured glue canvases, but their stuff wasn't hand rendered, so it's all computer charted. But I wanted to do this all in crystals. Sorry, the lighting's not very good. I'm filming this in the evening. I didn't have enough crystals, but I had most of the crystals for this area here. I'll get you up close so you can see. So this come out quite well. So you've got loads of crystals in there. Let me sort of put the flash on. I do this sometimes, right? So when I'm recording, I pause to do whatever I'm doing, and then I thought that I pressed play and I hadn't, and then I talk away and then realise I didn't press play. So as I was saying, this is something that I added crystals to, so I zoomed in and put the flash on so you could see. So I wanted the whole thing in crystals, but I didn't, and I ordered a load of crystals and sparklers, but what it ended up being was I didn't have enough for the whole thing. But I thought it turned out really well. So this one had all the crystals, super sparkly. So that's one that I still have this image. So, you know, I haven't really offered it to any companies. Maybe near Halloween time I might do that. So there's that one. So that's Glowing Skulls, that was called. Now, something I did notice, because these been put away since we've moved in, because I moved a couple of years ago, these were rolled quite neatly, but over the, you know, over time it's sort of squashed them down a little bit. So here's a really absolutely stunning piece of art. Look at that on the screen, look. Isn't that gorgeous? So let me see if I can move the camera up so you can see it better. Look at this absolutely stunning piece. So this is called Pride, and this is by Sandra Winther, and it's a 56 by 66 centimeters, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It's so nice in the camera, isn't it? This was real fun to work on. It's got 49 colours. Can you believe that this has got 49 colours in it? And it's got, I'm not sure, so where's the ABs? So the special drills used to be, I think, at the top under 50, I think. I'm not sure, I can't remember. It's been a really long time. I think these were all the special drills here, as you can see there, all those ones. And just absolutely stunning. So these are quite old kits now. But, you know, I'm going to be going through these, and I've forgotten a lot of the things that I've done. So, yeah, that is that one. Really, really nice. And this is Sunbathing Mermaid. So this is a computer rendered piece. Now this one is I'd have redone because some of the drawings, you know, some of the drawings were my early drawings, and I was, you know, I wasn't a digital artist before I did diamond painting. That was something new that that I've done over the years. I used different sort of like materials to draw, like pencils and charcoal, or what do you call it, oil pastels and things. That was the sort of thing I used to do. So digital art for me is the perfect you know, way of doing art for me. You know, but over the years I've learned new techniques, and this is computer rendered. You know, back then I thought it was quite good, but I'm looking at it now, I'm not quite as sure. You can see there's a lot of funny colours in there and stuff like that, but I was really happy with it back then. And you know, this came out before, afterwards, and it has green hair now. But the other render was so much better than this. So, you know, computer rendered images are coming out a lot better than they used to, I think. But I added some glow in the dark drills here. These ABs are glow in the dark, and they look really good, like, you know, when the light's off you can really see those scales and stuff. So Prism Diamond Painting didn't have any ABs with their kits, I don't remember, so I added them myself. Yeah, I don't think they did. It's been a while, I can't remember, but this has got 38 colours. But looking at this now, I mean, her eyes are a lot smaller than that eye and stuff like that. So things do change, don't they? And then we have this one. So I used to be a big Mandy Manzano fan. So I've got a few Mandy Manzanos in my completed whips. So look how sparkly this is. She's so lovely. I added a lot of bling to this one. So this is called the Winter Fairy. And this is 51 by 84 centimetres. Obviously it's Mandy Manzano. You can tell it's a Mandy Manzano by a sort of stained glass effect, and it's like a sort of colouring in type sort of image with all the bold black lines. I used to love that. So yeah, so you can see all the crystals that I've added to this, lots and lots of them. And I added them all to her wings, there, through there, and in there. And I can't remember what the ABs were with this, but because I added so much bling, I don't know what I added and what came with the kit now, but doesn't it look pretty? So nice, so fun to bling out. So let's see. So there you go. So we've got, I think it was like a sort of creamy coloured AB, a light blue one, a 141 AB, a blue one I would say. So yeah, that's that one. Now this is another one of mine from Prism Diamond Painting. So this is called a Flamboyant Peacock. So I will zoom out and show you. It's quite a big one. So this is quite a big one, this one. This is 70 by 100. Now one thing that would have been nice, obviously, with this company, it never had like the artist's name down the bottom there. But, you know, I did like working with this company back then. And I was quite happy with the way this come out. So this is the Flamboyant Peacock. So this is an image that I haven't given to company yet. This is something you would like be interested in. Let me know in the comments. But I love all the colours in this. So this has got 45 colours. Can you believe that? 45 colours in this kit. You wouldn't believe it, would you? I added some ABs here and there. But yeah, no, I was really, really happy with the way this turned out. I'm really sorry that I cannot get it all in the camera. It's so awkward with videos. But yeah, so there you go. Absolutely stunning. So I was very, very happy with this one. I'm going to get some more diamond paintings. Right, here comes the next lot. So another company that I worked on is this one. I'm so sorry about the noise. I know we know the noise happens, but it's this sort of thin paper that this come with. Absolutely awful, and you know. So this is a whip. Now I couldn't finish this because the quality was not very good. Now this is, I think this was a Sarah Richer one, but I could be totally wrong. I don't see a name on this one. It doesn't look, isn't it funny when you look at it in the viewfinder, right, in the camera, it don't look too bad, but the quality is not good. And I added some crystals down the bottom here for sort of like the shine of the water, and some of the dragon. I don't think that this was a hand rendered image. I did hear some things about this company, but I wanted to give them a go anyway and see what they were like. But I didn't like the quality really of this. I just, you know, the drills were coming up, I can feel them. And to be honest, even though this is a stunning image, like very muted colours, sort of I lose interest in it. That's why I like to design really colourful images, because I feel like they're so much more fun, vibrant, cheerful. I want someone to be cheerful and happy, you know, when you're diamond painting it. And this is a stunning piece of art. This dragon is gorgeous, but you know, it's just after a while when you sort of do greys and blacks, it sort of gets a bit, you know, boring sort of thing. But you know, this art is for everybody. We have all different sort of tastes, don't we? So yeah. So this is a proper old one as well. So this is I'm a Diamond Painting Queen, and I just lost interest in working with this one as well. This sort of material is quite sort of stiff, and it sort of does sort of like bend quite easily. So these ones are, you can see, they're sort of like, I did roll them out loosely, but it's sort of, it's been in the box for about 2 years, so you know. But this, I decided with this image I wanted to redo it and have this section more bigger, because I really liked her face, and I just thought it was too big. But I wanted to create a sort of pop art sort of one. So I did add some sort of bling in the bottom, some red crystals and stuff like that, but I don't think they really went very well there. And some ABs in there. And you can see sort of like, it's a computer rendered image, it's a bit of a mess really. So I was sort of like, I just didn't really want to work on it. The more over the years, the more you realise what's good and what's not. But at the time I thought it was good. I did like that they did do stickers on the tops of their sheets because of the covers, because if you put it on the wrong way, say if you take a load off and then you put it back on, it can proper stick to the canvas and possibly rip. So I did like that they used to do that. So that one. Just make sure there's nothing else in there. No. So the next one we have, let's move these ones out of the way. So this one, Prism Diamond Painting sent to me for free, and this was and by, let me see if I can remember, I can't, Tracy Hazelwood, I think it was. I hope I've got that right. And this is Luna Moth, and this is a really gorgeous piece. I thought this, even though this is computer rendered, I thought this came out really, really lovely, and I really enjoyed working on this, and I love the colours on this. Really, really nice. So get up close to it and you can see it is quite nice. Now I think that over time the weight of the diamond paintings have sort of made them sort of squash down, but you know, the drills are still on there, so that's pretty good. So this is one that I've been thinking about releasing with the company, and this is Lily Leopard. This one's come out absolutely lovely. Lovely and vibrant, get the words out right. So this is another Prism Diamond Painting one. So this one came out really, really well. I was very, very happy with this one, and I added a few bits of bling in here. So, you know, you see like some ABs in here and things like that. I try not to spend too long on the diamond paintings, but that is one that I'm thinking about sending to a company eventually. I've got a lot of art pieces. I'll put it to the side so you can really sort of see. This looks really, really nice in there in the camera. That one. Then we got this one. It's an Alice in Wonderland one. So this was a really fun one to work up, and it's one I had my eye on for quite a while actually. So this is obviously from Diamond Art Club, 45 colours, and it had, I think it had, let's see, one, I think it's only had one AB, and it was like an orange AB. This one came out really, really nicely. I don't see the artist on this. Maybe it's at the top. I think it's one of the older kits. Just says Alice in Wonderland, so I was quite surprised to see there's no artist name on here. But you can see some ABs in there. So there's that one. Little bunny sitting on her shoulder. And I'll get some more out. So I've got 3 boxes of diamond paintings in here. So I'm going to share these with you. You can see there's probably a lot of Diamond Art Club ones in here. Back in the day I used to do a lot of Diamond Art Clubs. Now I do work on a lot of my own stuff now, because I like to, I spend a lot of time drawing and creating, and it takes a lot of hours to create, you know, to design things. So when I do have the time, I want to work on the diamond paintings for the companies and for me, and so that everybody can see what they look like. So you might have heard me say before, it's the process, you know. I like to work them and advertise them, you know, and I spent the first few years mostly doing like other companies. So this is one, it's like, I think this is called like Ornate Dragons or something like that. So I was going through a sort of like a what do you call it? Oh, what's the word? Abstracty type sort of thing. So there's 2 gold dragons here facing each other. So they're like gold ornaments, and you know, you've got swirls and things and that around them and stuff like that. And I wanted to use gold sort of drills on it. But I was quite pleased with how this turned out. When I was working with Prism Diamond Painting, I was very happy with all the diamond painters that come out with them. And I think it was the first company to have a lot of my art in the beginning. And so when I was going to new companies like Enablers Outpost and things like that, I was able to sort of share that gallery and show them the sort of types of artworks that I had. So this is another one. So this was with a company I used to work with called Row Diamonds, and they were the very, very first company that I worked with. Now back then, it was a lot of double-sided companies. So if you're, you know, quite new to diamond painting, double-sided means it was like a double-sided sort of tape that was put over the canvas, and you didn't have a poured glue. So because you had a layer of tape, it could actually sort of come off at the edges, and you'd have more border of tape where, you know, it was hard for them to put it sort of exact. And you'd have like white paper over it instead of like a clear plastic. So this one is called, oh my goodness, I can't remember what it was called. Flamboyant Flamingo. I can't even remember, it's so long ago. So, you know, this is one of the first ones I had with them. So yeah, nice and pink. So it's like galaxy sort of things in the background there. Quite a darkish coloured one. And the quality was very, very good. I was very, very happy with the quality. And they rendered some of it themselves as well. And it was all in-house. They had a machine where they could make the diamond paintings themselves. And they did. You can see the drills are quite good. And I added some crystals in there. Or they might have done, I can't even remember. But sadly they closed down. I used to love going there because they had really good quality special drills. And so it was easy to get them. So this one is one I haven't started. Well, actually I have started. So this is a whip. I can't find the drills for it, so I stopped working on it. So these will flatten out after a while. So if you know, don't worry if you see some of these diamond paintings are a bit sort of like wavy. They can flatten out after a while. It's fine. So yeah, this one hasn't got a name either, which is surprising. I always thought they always had names on them. I'm trying to flatten it out without getting in the camera. So this was, I can't remember, Dream. I think it was called Dream or something. And this one I know is a JoJo's Art. I'm pretty sure it's a JoJo's Art one. And this is one I wanted to get for a while. And I only got to here, as you can see. And I started adding crystals and things. It's funny seeing things, like, takes you back, seeing these. Like what you were up to and, you know. Sometimes, I don't know if anyone else is like this. Now, when I work on something, and if I've been watching a TV show, when I see this, whatever I worked on, I think of that TV show. I don't know if anyone else is like that. So this is called Jasper Sea. Now, I think there's another version of this. Let me know in the comments if there is. I'm pretty sure there is another version of this, because I saw one with different colours, but maybe someone just did different colours on it. I don't know. This was a really, really stunning one. I loved all the sort of bubbles, and it's like an oil sticky type sort of image, isn't it? That's what it reminds me of, like oils with different colours and things. So I was really, really attracted to this one. I love the blends of colours. I added a lot of special drills on this one, if I remember rightly. And this one I think does have an artist name, and this is Briz Bazaar. I didn't realise this was Briz Bazaar. I know Briz Bazaar is, but I didn't realise, I mean I did at the time, but looking at it straight away I didn't think that it was that artist. But you can see lots of special crystals in there, some in there. I really blinged it out, really, really lovely. I mean, it might be a different version, but similar. So I love the play of colours on this, and when you put them all together, it just creates this gorgeous piece of art. Next one we got is another Mandy Manzano. Now, I have a story about this one. My other half's in the living room, so he'll be laughing to himself when he hears this one. I think this is the one. So I did want to get a lot of the princess panels, but I decided that I wasn't going to do that. I just wanted to get the ones I loved. Now, I saw Rachel Ray do this one, and she really made me want to get this one. So, sorry if you can't see all of it, but this is Pocahontas. So she came out absolutely lovely. It was really nice to work on a diamond painting sort of like this size. I can't remember how wide it is this way. I think it's like 35, 40 maybe. And 120 or something along that way. I could be wrong. But she turned out absolutely lovely. And so I'll tell you the story. So my other half was going fishing for the week, and he put a little sweet note on my diamond painting. I think I was still asleep, and I don't know, he was leaving, and I didn't put the plastic back on my canvas. So he put the letter on the diamond painting, not thinking that the canvas was exposed, so the glue was exposed, and stuck it on there. So obviously I didn't think anyone would put anything on it, and he didn't think that it would be open like that. So it was like so sweet, but like, oh, do you know what I mean? So I had to pick all the glue off. Now, I didn't have any baby wipes, so if you do have a situation, probably most of you know anyway, if you do get paper on your canvas, just get some baby wipes and it will come off really, really easily. I can't even remember where it was, where it happened, but it was somewhere around this area here. And I had to pick it all off with my fingers and that. And I finally did get it off, but it was not as sticky, so I got some like Pritt stick and just put a little bit of that down, and it managed to do it. But I was like, oh no. But this is what this will always remind me of. So my other half just said to me, this is the Daughter of Peace, and it is, and it was well remembered, so I'm quite impressed he remembered that, because I forgot that's what this was called. But yeah, this was called Daughter of Peace, and it's just a stunning piece, isn't it? Oh, just a lovely image. So I'm going to show you the next one. So this was a surprise. My other half got me this one as a surprise. Don't worry about it being all wonky and a bit dipped. It's just, I don't mind. I know that some people will be like, ah, but it's fine. You know, they're only going to be stored. I worked them and I enjoyed them, and you know, they'll be treasured forever. So after a while, laying them out, they'll be fine. But this is Fire and Ice from JoJo's Art as well, I believe. One I had my eye on for a while, and he got me this as a surprise, which was really, really nice. So that's that one. Got another Mandy Manzano. Back in the day, I had diamond paintings all over the walls. I had so many, and literally covered. It was like wallpaper. But now in my new place, I don't want to do that as much now. I do have quite a few, but they're mine now. So this one, I think, was called Sleeping Beauty. So I just love the play of colours in this. It's just so stunning. And I haven't seen these images for a long time, and I don't even know if Diamond Art Club does them anymore. I don't know. But I'm going to put it sideways. But you can see, like, the more you look at it, the more you sort of see things. Like you see him standing there on the hill. You know, and I love images where the more you look, the more you find, if you know what I mean. So you can see her here, and her dress is flowing down there. There's her face, and you know, you've got the hair here, and you can see her bust and her arm and stuff like that. So looks really, really nice. And I quite liked it with no face like that. So the next one we have is Up in the Clouds, and this is another Prism Diamond painting one. So this is one of my early dragons. Now this is one I have redone a bit, because you know, art is a process, and you get better and better the more you do it, and you learn things, and you sort of like, you know, you come into your own with things. So this is Up in the Clouds. So I was quite happy with the way that turned out. It come out really, really nicely. So this was one that will be available one day in the future, whenever that will be. I don't know when, but that come out lovely. It's quite fun going through all of these. Here's another one. So obviously when I put these away, they didn't go as flat as this, and I think the weight has just made them sort of flatten out a little bit. This one, another one I had my eye on. It's funny. It's a simple image, but it had quite a bit of confetti in it, like in these sort of areas. I don't mean like heavy confetti, but there is confetti because it's a scenery, and you know. But isn't that gorgeous? I just love those bright reds of the tree. I love this sort of sunset in the background. I love the combination of the reds against these blues around the edges here. Really, really pretty. So this one is 34 colours. Looking back at these, it feels like there's less colours in the images than there used to be. I mean, what there is now, but I could be wrong. So this had I don't even know if this had any special drills in it. I don't know. I can't see anything. So next one, this one, which I have licensed, and this is called Standing Proud. So this isn't this is computer rendered. So even though I've, you know, I will say that with each image so you know. But this is one I wish that I had blinged out. So this is called Standing Proud. So I wanted to do a combination of golds and blues here. So I was very, very happy with how this turned out. And I think gold drills would look really stunning around here. And it's got like gems on it each in the bits in between the gold bits. So obviously with a computer rendered image, it's not come out as clear. You find quite often, like with a can't get the words out, computer rendered image, it's got slightly fuzziness sometimes with things, but I do like some computer rendered images. But I was still happy with the way this turned out. I'll put this to the side. He's a very, very regal lion. Next one is another Mandy Manzano. So this one is the Tree of Life, I think this was called. I remember like being so excited to get these images back then. I can see some drills missing on this one. There we go. So this one is the Tree of Life, and this is 74 centimeters by 55. It doesn't look like it's 74 by. It looks like 55, but 74. It doesn't look as big. But another Mandy Manzano one. Love the colours on this one. I think I added some crystals on this one. And it had a blue AB and a cream AB by the looks of it. So there's a lot of blue in the tops there. Oh, this is a lovely one. So this one is by Laurel Prindle, I think her name is, if I got that right. We'll see in a minute when I unravel it. Laurie Prindle, that's it. This one, you can see. So yeah, this is 84 by 56 centimeters. Laurie Prindle Diamond Art Club, 52 colours, and it's got pink AB, a white AB, and a purple AB. And I blinged this up as well. So this came out lovely, very, very stunning piece. This would look perfect on the wall. You know, some of these diamond paintings you see are probably in D-stashes, some of them. But look, I added a lot of bling on this one. And I added some brown crystals in here. Sort of blended them. You can see they start off like white and then they go sort of brown. So yeah, that came out really, really nicely. Very, very stunning, that one. Now, this is Ariel. So this was a must-have for me, because Ariel was my favourite Disney princess. I don't know about you. Like, all-time favourite Disney movie, that one. And I'm talking about the original. So, this is a Mandy Manzano one, once again. Daughter of the Sea King, I think this is called. If I remember rightly. Now, it's got no thing on it, so I cut the border off. I can see a pin still in there where I've had it on the wall. So, now, I absolutely love this image and I really enjoyed working on this, but I did change her nose. So, you know, to me it's enhancing it, it's changing it. Now, I love the original, but I just wanted to change the nose, because that's the beauty of diamond painting. You can customise it to the way that you like. So, in the original image, you had the lines coming down like that and going like that. You can still see the outline of it. So I changed it and just put it sort of like that, sort of soften up the nose a bit. That's my preference for myself and what I wanted for myself, if you know what I mean. And then I added some crystals in there for her eyeshadows. So I really do like this one. And I love how her hair's up like that and changes colours. It's just beautiful. Such a precious one, I think, this one. And I'll show you up close so you can see her eyeshadow there. So I put the crystals there. So those are the only panels I got. Daughter of the Sea King and that one. And then this was, I think, one of the early diamond art clubs that we had. And this is a Jessica Rabbit one. Not bad drawn that way. She's got lovely curves, this one. Now this one was one you'd see a lot of people doing. I mean, I love the lines of her body, like the shape and everything. It just looks so nice. A lot of obviously greens around the edges and stuff, but it makes her and the red dress really stand out, you know. So she come out really, really lovely. Now there's ABs all in there. I can't remember if they come with the kit or whether I put them there. I think that they put them there. And there's some red sort of lines of, you can see what I'm doing. Some red, not red, orange ABs through here. So that's a really precious one. There is some white ABs around some of these edges as well. Takes me back to my early days of diamond painting, this does. I mean, these were on my wall for a really long time. Then we have this one. And this is like a pastel-y type one. So we have this one. Look at this. Look at the bling on this. So there's a lot of ABs in this. When this is in the light, it's very, very pretty. So this is a smallish one. This is a 50 by 50. Get it right, words out. 56 by 56 centimeters. Mandy Manzano. So yeah, and it's got 46 colours. So it's a lovely sort of pastel coloured one. Love the shape of her body here, and you've got the tail going up there like that, swishing up. The swirl of her hair and a little fishy there. I'll get you up close to it so you can see. So we have a white, a cream, a blue, and a, I don't know, 127. I don't know what 127 is, but look, there's a lot of ABs in here. Some pink ones, over, pinky white ones over there. Very, very sparkly. Next one. So this is a longish one. And this one is called Enchanted Forest or something. Can't remember. It's a random drill there. So I think, I can't actually, I don't know. I don't want to say. I'm not 100% sure what this was called. Obviously there's a few, I don't know what that is on there. It's the flick and stuff. Because it's a round, and round catches all the flick. And that's what I'm not keen on about a round. But it's all these sort of like green sort of forest colours. I'm not good with the words, but there's some ABs in here, some white ABs, and you can see her sitting here with her guitar, and yeah, very nice. Jasmine, I've got to get the words out. Jasmine Beckett Griffith one. I've done a couple of those. And this one, I didn't think come out too well, actually. I don't know. I don't like this colour combination here. This is too pink. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I think I added some silver metallics here in her hair. But yeah, I'm not a fan of these colours really going through here. But you know, so I did some bling to this. So what I did love this, like I love the image and I love all the colours here, but I don't know, as a canvas I'm not 100%, you know, with this. Right, I'm getting quite tired, so what I'm going to do is continue to film this and you'll see the next lot. This is the last diamond painting I'm going to share with you. This is a whip. This is from Ever After Diamond Painting, and I'm up here at the moment, and then I've got 2 rows left. It's working up absolutely stunning. I highly recommend this company if you've never tried them before. The quality is outstanding, the rendering is outstanding. It's all legally licensed art, and it's all hand rendered, which I absolutely love. And they are, I'd say they're up there with the top companies. I really would. So I'd highly recommend them, and they're a brand new company as well. So yeah, so this is, you know, been really fun to do. I've really enjoyed this. It's got like going back in time and looking through all the diamond paintings. So I've got quite a few. So what I will be doing is I'll be doing like a part 1 and part 2 and possibly a part 3, just showing you everything that I've worked on. It's not absolutely everything. There's stuff that, you know, I might have given to people, or, you know, just I can't find. But yeah, it was really fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please put a peacock emoji if you got this far, and, you know, please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't, and I will see you all soon in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.